too, with the cockroaches and like the whole situation going on. It was like really hilarious to watch. Are you guys all set up? Oh, there we go.
See if you can see everyone now.
Yes, I can see everyone.
Cool.
How's it going? Happy Monday, guys.
Thank you. Happy Monday. Or no, is it Monday?
Yes, it's Monday.
No way. I thought it was Thursday.
Time
my
flies
God.
when you're having fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so bad with my
That's
schedule
what
right
happens
now.
when you work from home. You just do everything at home. You don't know
Yeah.
what day is what.
I mean, I feel like it's been going even faster. Are you guys based in LA?
Yeah.
Like, it's so hot. Like, it feels like the days just kind of like blend together.
Yeah, it's weird because like it's about to be 2022. It's like we're already halfway
I
through the
know.
year, and it's so strange. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's
short.
COVID definitely made everything feel like weird in the sense of time. So yeah.
Totally. Well, you guys were able to make so much happen during this time and really like create a show, express yourselves, get the whole family involved. I'd love for you guys to like everyone introduce themselves and then the concept for the show, how it got started and like your whole journey. Because I know everyone watching at Creators wants to know, how do I go from expressing myself to getting my own show?
I mean, honestly, it was more of something that like I created. Obviously, you know, all the content from YouTube and TikTok, and we kind of just continue to try to just make more entertaining content with the YouTube and trying to push like the longer form content. So when they reached out and they were like, "Hey, we'd love to do a show with you and your family," I was like, "Why not?" So I thought it was the perfect way to kind of like let us all try something new and have more fun doing crazy stuff with all of my siblings and my mom.
I love it. And I see there's another Tiffany here. I'm a Tiffany, so I gotta like show some Tiffany love. How was it working with your brother? How was it like, and mom, how was it like all like doing a show together? Did you know that it was gonna be like super fun and easy?
It's definitely fun to be able to do something and be able to do it with the kids was a great experience. And I mean, moving out here last year to where we are now is just everything has just been great, and it's just getting better. So
Better.
yeah.
Yeah, and how's it, Daniel and Jonathan? How's it been for you guys?
Good.
Good. Oh, did we freeze a little?
Yeah, sorry, low battery.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Well, we got to get all of our burning questions out there. So the show is happening right now. People can watch it on Facebook and Instagram. What can people like expect to see from you guys that they haven't already seen? I know like we're seeing like the family dynamics at play and how you guys interact with each other, but like people who have just seen you for your dancing, like what can they expect to see with the whole family involved now?
I mean, this is definitely one of the first times I've really had the whole family do stuff like fully together. Because usually if it's like the family stuff, is like we kind of split it up where it's like me and my brother or my mom and the siblings, or like it's never like all of us fully together. So this show, it's sometimes, yeah, very very little. So this show definitely pushed us to kind of like work all together way more, and like that's just stuff that we haven't even seen ourselves in terms of content that we made. So like it was just fun new experiences that like I don't know, like I don't think any family has done typically the things that we tried on the show. So I think it was definitely a cool experience.
And how did you guys come up with like all the different show concepts, like going with the zoo? Is that something that you were like, I have a feeling like going to the zoo is going to be like really fun for us? Or what's the process like?
No, they kind of helped us with some ideas and like what they want us to try. I actually was like almost saying no to it, but I was like, okay, if the kids want to do it. I mean, I was terrified.
Yeah, like they sent us a whole list, and then we're like, ooh, we like this, we like this, we like this, and then that's kind of like how it went.
I figured, you know what, just try it. You live once, right? You gotta try all these stuff.
You live once. Touches a big snake. Oh.
And so then, what was your favorite moment? Because I'm sure you guys had like so many fun like activities that you did. Does any moment stick out?
Say again, Johnny.
Your favorite?
Talk to him. Go.
Yes.
The lie detector.
The lie detector.
And the one that we saw the lion.
Nice.
When you saw
Yeah,
what?
So he said the lion and the lie detector. So he liked the zoo episode and the lie detector. I personally liked the last episode the most, which was the prank episode, which I don't want to tease. I already technically teased it, but we prank someone.
Oh,
we just
sorry.
exposed the whole thing. We pranked the fans.
You got it here first, guys. This is how we got like the breaking news before it goes
I'm like,
out.
don't want to tease anything.
The fans.
The fans. We should prank the fans. Damn. Already exposed it. So that was my favorite episode because it was I guess the least planned in the sense of like because it had to be obviously real and there were real fans there. So it was fun to kind of see the reactions and we were just goofing off and just being like
That was
characters.
fun.
So yeah.
And I know like, oh, go for it, Tina.
I can't say anymore.
Hey,
I have to be quiet.
You've been cut off. They're like, no, you're not allowed to say any more about the show and what's happening because you're giving all the juicy secrets. But how has it been? You know, you guys are all working together now. What advice do you have for people who are like, I want to do a family show or I want to get started? Like, so people are watching at home right now and they want to know, like, how do I get to where you guys are right now?
Well, I mean, to start off, like everyone starts somewhere. You know, it's not like we got here like overnight. You know, I've been doing social media for about 5 years, and it took tons of videos and tons of like time and effort and days to be able to make the content for my family. Oh, let me play with that. But I mean, if for anyone who wants to do the same things, or you know, how we got here, just start making content. You just start somewhere. You know, there's not really a plan involved other than just kind of going with the flow and just take it one day at a time, and eventually you'll grow an empire of whatever you decide to build. It just takes consistency and takes time.
I love how you said that about like it takes time. It didn't happen overnight. You have been doing this for 5 years, which I think a lot of people, they see, they're like, oh my God, overnight sensation goes viral. I'm gonna go viral and like get all of this too. But like you put a lot of time and energy into getting there. Did you know when you first started putting those videos out with your brother that would be a viral hit? Did you kind of have a feeling, or you just liked doing it and you put it out there for people to see?
I mean, so with Jonathan and my whole family, like I was already making content, and it was probably like 2 years ago. So it was 2019 when I started incorporating them, and once I saw, like 20 million views come from a sibling video, I'm like, okay, this kind of works. So, I kind of doubled down on what worked, and fast forward, I mean, it kind of, it works out. I don't know. You just kind of, you want to just keep experimenting until you figure out what works for you. Because, like, obviously everyone's situation is different. So what may work for me may not work for someone else, and what may work for someone else, may not work for me. So it's just experimenting and seeing what resonates the most with you, your audience, and then from there, double down on that and just kind of be consistent with that as well.
Yeah. Tiffany, I think you were going to say something earlier. I saw you start to speak. Did I just make that up? I thought you were going to say something too. When I first asked that, I was like, I thought you were saying, maybe you were just playing with your brother, and I like mistook that. But Tina, how is it like seeing the family kind of like rise to fame and like get so big and be in the limelight? Was that like an adjustment for you? Because it's right now is like the time where it's happening for everyone. Like, what was that feeling when Michael's like, I'm blowing up on short form?
I was always, honestly, like before we started even going on it, I would, I used to have a salon that I would literally watch all his stuff all the time with my clients, and I would always be like, oh, because he moved out here like back in May, And I would always just look forward to all his videos. And then when he told me, okay, Mom, I think you guys should move out now, I'm like, okay. So, I mean, it was very different because I used to work a lot. I used to work like 60, 80 hours a week. And to coming over here, and I'm just now with the kids all the time. And it's fun, and I enjoy it, and I love being able to do this now with them.
And has it like brought the
But it's almost
family
like
closer
because
together?
I've been working. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, I was just saying, like, has it brought all of you guys closer together because you guys are like hanging out and doing all these cool activities together?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that. And then, like, you guys all seem super close. Like, behind the scenes, is there ever, because you guys seem like you guys, ever any drama? Can we expect that on any upcoming episodes? Like, any juicy, like, moment? Oh, I was saying you guys all seem like you get along so well, but, you know, whenever we watch, like, family shows, there's always some, like, behind the scenes, like, juicy moments. Is there something that we can expect to see that, like, we wouldn't think would happen on the show?
I know a lot of people want to hear that there is, but really there isn't. We're pretty much like this all the time.
Yeah, I keep everything pretty in control. I mean, it's more of these two, you know, that like bat their heads. And,
Yeah.
like, you know.
I mean, we just need to do a whole. I could see them just doing their own thing. Like literally, they're just like comedians themselves together.
Yes, no, when I'm watching the show, I'm cracking up over like the little one-liners they both say. Is that just like naturally who they are? Because I was like, oh my God, they're comedic.
I can have a camera. If I can have a camera on them the whole time. If I can have like cameras on them, like they say some funny stuff, but then by the time I get the camera out, they're like, no, I don't want to say it.
like, okay, say that again.
I mean, no, it's not the same when you have to be like, say it again.
I love that. Well, it was so great chatting with you guys. Is there anything else the audience should know about like this journey? Because I think, especially on app creators, a lot of people just want to hear like, how do you keep going? I know right now, like you've been consistent. A lot of people struggle with that because it's just so much work, and I'm sure it's so much work with you guys. Is there how do you guys keep going, especially on those days where it's like, there's so much going on?
I would say just like reevaluating what makes you happy and passionate. Because it is hard to be consistent with something that you're not passionate about. And for me, it's kind of like thinking about like, all right, do I enjoy making this content? Do we enjoy as a family doing these types of videos or this and that? So right now we're in the process of just kind of like getting into a new chapter of like our lives and you know everything, because we're actually moving in 2 days. I just announced that, so
Congrats.
thank you. And yeah, so like in this new chapter of content where we've been taking acting classes, dancing classes, trying new things out so that we can kind of like elevate everything in general, whether it be content or just like, you know, whatever kind of careers that we want to go into. And yeah, and that's how you stay consistent. Just like as long as you're happy, consistency shouldn't really be a problem, you know.
I think that's the perfect way to like end this, is the importance of just having fun and having a good time. I think a lot of people forget that when they get into this line of work and their content starts going viral, they just follow the likes. But it's like, I feel like you guys all have been really good at staying true to yourselves and what you're passionate about, and it's inspiring to see, because a lot of people at home need those examples of people just doing things that they love, because it shows.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, guys. I'm excited to watch all the future episodes. You guys can go and follow all of them. Make sure that you watch the show on Facebook and Instagram, IGTV. Any other places they should go to check it out? Any other plugs?
No, it's just on Facebook and Instagram for me, for the Facebook show.
Yes, awesome.
But make sure you go check out their YouTube channel though. They have some fun
Yes.
stuff.
I love it. Yes. Well, I hope everyone, I'm going to put everyone's handles in under this after the show. It's going to be saved as an IGTV. So everyone go make sure you follow the entire fam. I know I followed you guys, but I'm like, I want to know what everyone's up to. And I can't wait to see what's in store for the rest of you guys the rest of this season.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Say bye.
Bye.
Love that, guys. It was so great hanging with the family and seeing that you just have to be passionate, do what you love, express yourself, and be consistent. I think we hear this all the time. We hear it on Star Search, we hear it on the rundown. It's all about being consistent, having fun. Don't chase the likes, just do like what makes you happy. And especially when you can get your family involved, that's a win-win. So I was so inspired by their story. I hope you guys are so inspired by their story, and make sure you check them out. I'm going to post the show notes after this. It's going to give you all the details on where you can watch the show, but it really is about putting yourself out there, not being afraid to try new different things. And I love what he said too. Once you've done one thing, keep putting yourself in situations where you can learn, whether that's taking acting classes, singing classes, whatever you're passionate about. Work on refining your skills and being even better, because that's what it's all about, learning and growing together. I can't wait to see you guys on the next episode. Bye.